Hello everyone, today I'm back with yet another presentation of mine. So without further ado, let's get going. Educational system of modern India and evaluative analysis. Our country, India, has a very long and storied and a rather rich history of educational impartation with the legendary Nalanda, Takshashila, and Vikramshila universities, attesting to the deep and venerable regard held by the ancient Indians for education. Nowadays, given the emergence and rapid ascent of several knowledge based industries such as informational technology, communications, software services, biotech, avionics, amongst many others, has significantly increased the need to ensure the teaching, training, and the targeted evaluation of the country's many millions of students that are currently enrolled in undergraduate, postgraduate, and diploma courses. As India is one of the world's few remaining big economies of scale that are still possessing a highly favorable demographic structure. In fact, India has the world's largest number of people below the age of 25 out of and amongst all the world's countries. In order to ensure that the country is actually able to reap the potential economic and developmental benefits that are bequeathed to it due to the extremely healthy and advantageous demographic structure it currently possesses, can be acquired and consolidated in the next few decades on the back of the nation's demographic strength. Certain extremely crucial improvements, upgradations, and extensions are sorely needed. The main areas in which the above emphasized improvements in the education sector are desperately needed are as follows: greater focus on and inclusion of technology, as we're currently going through the fourth industrial revolution. Technology, along with all its assorted fields and dimensions, needs to be accorded the foremost priority. Therefore, students at all stages need to be taught, trained, as well as practically explained about the various concepts and applications that are vital for securing tech skills requiring jobs. Point number two: further upgradation of mostly obsolete curriculum. In most schools, the curriculum mostly focuses on general education, which does not adequately prepare students for real life and the challenges that come with it. So, to improve upon the above mentioned situation, prevailing international standards of education should and must be taken into due consideration, both in regards to secondary education and also at the different stages of higher education, to ensure that Indian students and pupils can confidently compete in any and all internationally as well as nationally competitive and coveted examinations and forums. Point number three: increased emphasis on multidisciplinary programs. Keeping in view the rise of multidisciplinary demanding jobs and professions nowadays, training programs at all levels, especially undergraduate programs, should and must be made interdisciplinary By redesigning the curriculum, an upgraded curriculum structure should perhaps include a core curriculum alongside one or two other areas of subject slash skill specialization focused courses depending upon the specific needs and requirements. Point 4. Overhauling the evaluative assessment methods of India's education system. In place of evaluating pupils solely on the basis of the marks that they were secured in a few hours long examination, the focused dimensions of education should and must necessarily be much wider, focusing on the student's level of classroom participation, his or her communication skills, the level and quality of his or her projects, his or her degree of participation in co curricular activities, amongst many other grounds of important yet overlooked evaluative criteria, besides, of course, those regular several hours long examinations. Such an evaluation pattern would, in all likelihood, be better describing of each and every child in question, besides being a much more nuanced and holistic appraisal medium in its ultimate assessment. Point number 5. The need for greater governmental prioritization of education. Of late, several schemes have been launched by the government that are aimed towards improving the level of education at all levels. A few of those schemes include, but are not limited to, the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan at the primary level, the Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan, and the scheme for vocational training and education at the higher education level, to name a few. The national government has also set up the RUSHA, or the Rashtriya Uchhattar Shiksha Abhiyan, which is a CSS or centrally sponsored scheme that's aimed at providing strategic funding to eligible higher education institutions that come within the jurisdiction of the state governments. India, our great nation, is brimming with an incalculable amount of human potential that's yet untapped. As the esteemed Sidney J. Harris had so rightly quoted, that the whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows. Therefore, in keeping up with the spirit of his far sighted and deeply insightful statement, the government at all levels, nascent as well as established educational institutions, civil society groups, hard working, innovation fostering entrepreneurs, industry experts and researchers from all relevant fields, and the many millions of teachers of all levels and categories throughout the country ought to all do their sacred national duty by further expanding, bettering, and nurturing the country's educational system. For if we really aspire to make the 21st century an Indian century, with India being amongst the world's foremost states, if not the foremost state, then it's vitally important for the nation to focus promote, and necessarily excel at education, as it's the only way to realistically realize the above mentioned 21st century aspiration of more than 1.4 billion plus minds. If you have viewed the video till the very end, thanks a lot. If you wish to watch more videos like this, subscribe to my channel and also do consider visiting my website for more such informative and insightful articles. The links are in the description below.